Equipping ship components. This video will step you through some of the basic things you might want to consider when equipping ship components. It will also provide you with a resource, erkul.games, for finding and comparing ships' components. We will use erkul.games to find ship parts, show loadout power, and make equipment decisions based on stats. Always make sure to test your loadouts under conditions that you are familiar with, like a specific threat level bounty mission, for example, so that you can get a basic idea of whether or not it's doing what you expect. Some components, for example, will not perform as you expected from reading the stats and may need to be changed back out. So it's a good idea to have a standard testing place that you can also abort from to keep a running idea in your head of how things compare in practice, not just theory. Now let's reference erkul.games to start going over the details. We'll start with shields. When picking ships' shields, there are a few things to look at. You want to know the shield's health pool, the shield's regen amount, the shield's regen delay, the shield's ballistic mitigation or physical absorption. If you're concerned about stealth, you want to know its signatures, and if you're concerned about distortion damage, you may want to consider its distortion reboot time. As you equip weapons and components, make sure to keep an eye on the ship's power and cooling. If you exceed the available pools provided by the default components, you will need to either upgrade the relevant component or downgrade from a previous component that you've added. Also, keep an eye on your ship's EM and IR signatures. These will determine how hard or easy you are to see relative to the environment that you are in at the time. When thinking about power and cooling, it's not always necessary or even useful to upgrade a component. If your power and cooling are already fine and there's no real difference in EM or IR, then save your money. For quantum drives, there are a few things to consider: speed, fuel consumption, and to a lesser degree, spool up time. Most people simply take the fastest quantum drive that will get them anywhere in the system in one jump. erkul.games will give you a sample of a few of the longer jumps in the Stanton system in order to show you what your jump drive can do. The cost of the items and their purchase locations can be found below the item stats on erkul.games. As an additional note, some ships have a utility slot. For a utility ship like the Prospector, there's a utility slot for equipping your mining laser. There are various types of mining lasers with various attributes that need to be considered similar to weapons and or components, but these are better suited for a mining guide. Just know that the attributes of the mining lasers match the attributes of the rocks that you are mining, and there are additional subcomponents that can be added to mining lasers not shown on Erkul at this time. These subcomponents can be found on Microtech in New Babbage at Shubin Interstellar Services. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope this guide was helpful. For more guides like this, please like and subscribe.